The journey begins in spring. As the weather becomes warmer, apple trees begin to wake up after the cold winter season. Small buds slowly open, revealing beautiful white and pink flowers. These apple blossoms are one of the most important stages in the entire production process. Inside the blossoms are the parts needed for pollination. Bees and other insects move from flower to flower, carrying pollen with them. This natural process allows the flowers to become small apples. Without successful pollination, there would be little or no fruit to harvest later in the season. For this reason, many apple orchards depend heavily on bees. During blossom season, the orchard can become full of activity. Bees fly between the trees. Farmers carefully monitor the weather, and the entire future harvest begins with these tiny flowers. After pollination, the flowers slowly begin to develop into small fruits. At first, the apples are tiny and green, but over the following weeks and months, they continue to grow. Farmers must carefully manage the orchard throughout this period. Apple trees need the right amount of water, sunlight, nutrients, and protection. Irrigation systems may deliver water directly to the roots. Modern orchards often use efficient systems that help reduce water waste. Farmers also prune the trees. Pruning means carefully removing selected branches so that the tree can receive better sunlight and air. Circulation. This helps the tree produce healthy fruit and makes harvesting easier later. The shape and structure of the tree can have a major impact on production. A well-managed orchard is not only more productive, it can also make the entire harvesting process faster and more efficient. Growing apples requires constant attention. Farmers regularly inspect the trees for insects, diseases, and environmental problems. Weather is also extremely important. Heavy rain, strong winds, unexpected frost, or extreme heat can damage the crop. In some regions, farmers use special systems to protect trees from frost. Other orchards use nets and advanced monitoring technology to protect the fruit. Farmers also monitor the condition of the soil and the health of the trees. Today, technology plays an important role in modern apple production. Sensors can help monitor moisture levels. Weather stations can provide important information. Some large farms even use cameras and computer systems to analyze the health of the orchard. The goal is simple: produce healthy, high-quality apples while using resources as efficiently as possible. As summer arrives, the small apples become larger. Their color and shape begin to develop. Different varieties of apples have different appearances, flavors, and growing requirements. Some apples become bright red. Others remain green, yellow, or develop a mixture of colors. The exact time required for an apple to mature depends on the variety and the growing conditions. During this period, farmers continue to monitor the trees. They check the size of the fruit, the color, and the overall condition of the crop. A single orchard may contain thousands of trees. This means that even small problems can become a major challenge. If they are not discovered early, modern farming combines traditional knowledge with new technology to improve the quality of every harvest. After months of growth, the most exciting time of the year finally arrives. Harvest season. Farmers must determine the right moment to pick the apples. If the fruit is harvested too early, it may not have the desired flavor or size. If it is harvested too late, the fruit may become too soft or lose quality. In many orchards, workers carefully pick apples by hand. They gently twist the fruit from the branch to avoid damaging the tree or the apple. In larger orchards, special harvesting machines may also be used. These machines can help collect large quantities of apples more efficiently. However, the process must still be carefully controlled. Apples are delicate. If they are dropped or handled roughly, they can develop bruises. That is why harvesting requires both speed and care. From the orchard floor to large collection bins, every step is designed to protect the fruit. Once the apples leave the orchard, they enter another important stage: sorting and grading. At processing facilities, the apples are inspected carefully. Some modern facilities use advanced machines and cameras. These systems can examine the size, color, shape, and quality of each apple. Apples are then separated into different categories. The highest quality apples may be selected for fresh markets. Other apples may be used for juice, sauces, desserts, or other food products. This process allows farmers and food companies to use a large percentage of the harvest. The apples move through carefully designed systems, often on conveyor belts. Workers and machines work together to ensure that damaged or unsuitable fruit is removed. The result is a carefully organized collection of apples ready for the next stage. After sorting, apples may be cleaned and prepared for packaging. They are carefully handled to maintain their quality. Packaging is an important part of the journey. It protects the fruit during transportation and helps prevent damage. Apples may be placed into boxes, trays, bags, or other types of packaging. Modern facilities can process thousands of apples in a short period of time. Machines can measure, sort, and package the fruit with remarkable speed. But behind all of this technology is a simple goal: to deliver fresh, high-quality apples to consumers. The boxes are then labeled and prepared for transportation. The apples that began as tiny blossoms are now ready to leave the farm. One of the most interesting parts of apple production is storage. Some varieties of apples can be stored for long periods under carefully controlled conditions. Special storage facilities control temperature, humidity, and air conditions. This helps slow down the natural aging process of the fruit. Because of modern storage technology, apples harvested months earlier can still reach consumers later in the year. This allows markets to offer apples for much longer periods. Careful storage is essential. Even small changes in temperature or humidity can affect the quality of the fruit. For this reason, storage facilities are carefully monitored. Once the apples are packed and ready, they begin the final part of their journey. Trucks transport them from farms and processing facilities to markets, supermarkets, restaurants, and food companies. Some apples may travel long distances before reaching consumers. Along the way, the cold chain helps maintain freshness. The journey that began with a tiny flower has now reached its final destination. A simple apple on a supermarket shelf represents months of farming, careful planning, technology, transportation, and hard work. The next time you pick up an apple, take a moment to think about its journey. It began as a delicate blossom. Bees helped with pollination. Farmers cared for the tree through changing seasons. Water, sunlight, technology, and hard work helped the fruit grow. Then came the harvest: sorting, grading, packaging, storage, and transportation. From a tiny flower to a product enjoyed by millions of people, the production of apples is a remarkable combination of nature and human effort. Every apple has a story, and behind every box of apples is an entire season of hard work. This is the incredible journey of apple production, from blossom to box. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us for more fascinating stories about farming, food production, and modern agriculture. Thank you for watching.